Hi girls and boys, it's a new number of the week and this number comes after the number 15, which was the number that we did last week. So do you know what number comes after 15? Maybe you know. Let's count and see if you're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Did you say 16? If you said 16, you're very smart and you're correct. Absolutely right. 16 is our number of the week. And how do we make a 16? Let's have a look. A 1 and a 6. You can hear the 6 in 16. 16. So you know it's a 1 and a 6. 16. So let's practice writing the number 16. We know how to write the number 1, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, just a big line down. And we know how to write the number 6, don't we? We start at the top, and we do a little curve all the way down, and then we loop around to touch the curve that we did before. Well, 1 and a 6 is 16. 16. You can hear the 6. 16. So now that we know how to write the number 16, let's do our number 16 worksheet. And you guys already know that I have done some of the worksheet already. And we are going to do some of it together, and we are going to do our number 16 first, because we always start by writing our 16, don't we? So let's start tracing in the middle of this number 16. So we're going to do the big line down for the number 1. And then we're going to hop to the side, because the 6 goes by the side, and start at that dot and do the curve down and loop it around so it touches number 16. Now, what letter have I put? What lowercase letter have I put in here? Because you know I don't have stickers. What letter is that? That is our letter of the week, a lowercase m. So let's see if I got 16 m's in there. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I got it. 16 m's. Good. Now, we know the next part. Let's get those detective eyes and those brains out. We're looking for the number 16, a 1 and a 6. So let's see. Is this a 1 and a 6? That's a 1 and a 7, and that comes after 16. That's the number, did you guys say 17? If you said 17, you're right, but we don't need 17, so let's X it out. We don't need 17. Oh, look who's here. It's 16. Let's circle that 16, a 1 and a 6. And look, right next door to this 16 is another 16. They're friends. They must be friends. A 1 and a 6, so we have to circle it. Number 16. What about this number here? A 1 and a 9. If you said 19, you are right. 19, but we don't need a 19. And here's this big number again, the 2 and the 0. That's not a 16, it's a 20. 20, so let's X out that 20. We don't need it. Oh, here's another number with a 2 in it. We know this one already. We've learnt it. 12. 12. So no, we don't need 12. And here's our friend, legs 11. If you said legs 11, you're right, but let's cross it out. We don't need legs 11. What about this one? A 1 and a 3. A 1 and a 3. It comes after 12. 13. Did you say 13? We don't need 13. It's a 13, so let's X out 13. Oh, here's 16, a 1 and a 6. Let's circle that 16. And the very last number is a 1 and an 8. What do you think that number is? If you said 18, it is 18. But we don't need 18, so let's X it out. And let's count. How many 16s did we find? 1, 2, 3. 3 16s. Good detective work, girls and boys. Okay, let's move down. Let's move down to our 10 frames, and you can see that I did shapes in my 10 frames today. I did patterns and shapes because I saw next door here that these were, what shape is that? We all know this one. It's a happy heart, isn't it? A happy heart. So I thought, why don't I do happy hearts in my 10 frames? So let's see if I did 16 hearts. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in our 10 frame. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I did it. I did 16 happy hearts. And you can see my pattern. It's the same in my 10 frames as it is in the hearts by the side. Purple, red, red, 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 purple. 16. So let's see. Let's make sure that I counted and I coloured 16 happy hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I got it. So we know what to do now, girls and boys. Let's turn over our papers and let's do 5 16s on the back. Let's practice. A 1 and a 6, that's 1 16. A 1 and a 6, that's 2 16s. A 1 and a 6, 3 16s. A 1 and a 6, 4 16s. A 1 and a 6, 5 16s. Great, great job. So if you didn't do your worksheet with me, because I did it very quickly, make sure you do it at home and show mum or dad so that they can see that you did a beautiful job. And before I go, I thought it would be fun to do some numbers and some shapes together. I'm going to get my big board. So I have it ready here. And I have, oh, let me just put that here for a second because I can't do everything at once. I have a bunch of different numbers here. A bunch of different numbers, there's 16 in there and a bunch of other numbers as well. And I thought what we could do is I'll pull a card from my pile and I will draw some happy hearts on my board, the right number of happy hearts for each number. So for instance, if I pull this one, how many hearts do I draw? Oh, easy peasy, Mrs. Hamilton, just one happy heart. You're right. So I'm not going to pull one because that's way too easy. So I have a big pile here. So I'm going to pull a number, show you, and then we're going to draw them on the board. So let's see, I have my board and let's pull the first number from the pile. There we go. Let's turn it this way a little bit. What's the first number? Do you know what number that is? Did you say 12? 12, you're right, 12. So I need to draw 12 happy hearts. So let me write the 12. A 1 and a 2. And 12 happy hearts. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, did you see, girls and boys, how I'm doing my hearts? There's a little rhyme about hearts, which makes it really easy to remember how to draw a heart. And the rhyme goes like this. With a point at the bottom and 2 curves at the top. When it comes to love, I just can't stop. That's my happy heart. Do you remember it? With a point at the bottom and 2 curves at the top. When it comes to love, I just can't stop. So there's our happy heart rhyme. And that's how you do a heart. Okay, so let's see. Let's erase those 12. And let's see the next number that we pull. What number is this? Is that silly 6? Silly 6. So let's draw a 6 on the board. That's a little curve, and then you loop it back round, like part of our 16, isn't it? So let's draw 6 hearts. Ready? Point at the bottom first, point at the bottom, and 2 curves at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Good. Okay, what's the next one? Ooh, that's a big one. A 1 and a 3, 13. A 1 and a 3. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, so let's finish up, girls and boys, with our 16. Let me draw 16 happy hearts for you, and then you can practice. There's a 16. Let me get my 16 card so you guys can see it. 16. Okay, so let's do 16 happy hearts. Remember, point at the bottom and 2 curves at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 happy hearts. Now, boys and girls at home, you can try this. You can pick a number and draw that number of hearts. Draw those happy hearts. Remember, point with the point at the bottom and 2 curves at the top. And when it comes to love, I just can't stop. Okay, so have a go at that at home, boys and girls, and show your mum and dad at the happy hearts that you can draw. I'm going to see you again really soon. Bye.